Hello Instagram, how are we? It's Thursday night. That means tonight is NXT UK, and what episode we have in store for you this week. Once again, we look back at some of the rivalries that's helped build this brand, and tonight we'll be exploring the rivalry between three friends turned enemies. That, of course, is Piper Niven, Toni Storm, and the current NXT UK Women's Champion, Kay Lee Ray. Tonight, I'm very pleased to be joined by Piper Niven and Kay Lee Ray. We're going to talk all things about their getting into WWE, the growth of NXT UK, and, of course, the rivalry between these three. Of course, these three go back a long, long way. They were good friends. And that was all torn apart when they came to NXT UK. So remember, NXT UK is on tonight on the WWE Network. In the UK, you can catch it at 8 o'clock. That's in just 45 minutes. If you're in the US, that's 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Right, let's try and get Piper Niven on the broadcast. Let me just dial her in, find where she is. I'm looking forward to talking to her. It's been a while since we caught up. Where is Miss Piper Niven? Let me see where she comes up. Well, just a few minutes' time, Piper will be joining me. Looking forward to chatting to her. See how she's handling lockdown. Just wait for Miss Niven to come on. How are you all doing? Tonight we're going to try something different as well. We're going to let you guys ask some questions. So if you've got any questions for Piper or for Miss Kay Lee Ray, let us know. So a lot of you want to join this conversation, which is great. So while we wait for Miss Niven to come and join us, if you've got questions, send them through. We'll be watching them in the comments. Let's see where Miss Niven is. Let me try and dial her in. Let me see where she is. Give us just a few moments and we'll bring her in. So while you guys are joining us, remember tonight you can see NXT UK on the WWE Network. How you guys all doing? How are you all dealing with lockdown, with all of this? NXT UK tonight. I'm looking forward to retelling these stories. Toni Storm, Kay Lee Ray and Piper Niven. It was a fierce rivalry. Some of the matches you'll get to see were their takeover match from this past January at TakeOver Blackpool 2. Okay, what we may do, if I can't find Miss Niven, we might go to the champ first and foremost. Let me see if I can find Kay Lee Ray. Bear with us, guys. This is the world of technique. Technique of technical stuff. Right, let's bring in the champ. Let's bring in Miss Kay Lee Ray. If she accepts. Will you accept my request, Miss Kay Lee Ray? The NXT UK Women's Champion. There we go. There we go. I'm no longer by myself. How are you, Kay Lee Ray?
I'm good. How are you, Andy?
I'm good. Of course, we actually have spoken more recently than some of the other NXT UK superstars because we did that Scottish round table. Because right now, there are 5 Scottish champions in WWE.
Yes, there is.
Let's see the title. Show us the title. No doubt it never leaves your side for more than a few minutes.
Shiny, look at it. It's so great.
Look at that. Look at that. How does it feel to be part of this Scottish wave of champions right now?
Do you know, it's incredible just to be part of that and to say that we're all making history. Like, sometimes that gets thrown about a lot, but we are legit, like, making history right now. So that's really cool.
And, if anyone wants to see that conversation, jump on the WWE YouTube channel and look for WWE Roundtable. Yourself, we've got the Gallus Boys, Mark Coffey and Wolfgang. We've got Nikki Cross, and of course, we've got Drew McIntyre. It's a great conversation, a lot of insight to how you all came through. But let's talk about you, Miss Kaylee Ray. Of course, your time with WWE dates back many years, more than some people might know. Let's talk about how your first experience with WWE.
Well, I think my first experience with WWE was with Nia Jax and Full Sail. Apart from a couple of little extra things we'd done, sitting at catering and stuff. And that was the first time that I kind of got given a chance. And I remember kind of being like, right, let's just do this and take as much in as I possibly can. And that's what I did. And it was the same with me young. Went there and just tried to absorb everything that was given to me and use that to become a better performer.
Now, of course, tonight we're going to explore the rivalry between yourself, between Piper Niven, and between Toni Storm. Three competitors who all started off in that 2017 Mae Young Classic. You were all competing in that tournament. When you were all sitting there as part of the Mae Young tournament, did you ever think that just 3 years later, you'd all be in this position, part of your own brand, with yourself sitting on top with a WWE title around your waist?
I don't think any of us could really have expected that. Like NXT UK, sorry, being its own brand now is such an incredible thing that we get to be part of, like, the development of the women's history in that, and that's so great. From three girls that were sitting in the Mae Young, I know Piper and Toni had a good showing in that, and very proud of them at the time. But to be part of this now is something really special.
How much does it mean to you to hold that title, the NXT UK Women's Championship?
Well, for me, to hold it and to be the first, like, UK citizen and to be Scottish, it's a really good feeling. Like, it's hard to describe what it actually means to you in words, but yeah, it's a very, very good feeling.
One of the matches we're going to see tonight is that triple threat match between yourself, between Piper, and between Toni from TakeOver Blackpool 2 this past January. What are your memories of that match?
There's a lot of memories, some stuff that a lot of fans might not know actually, and we go into a bit of detail about that in the episode tonight. So I would definitely say tune into that to hear some things that maybe you've not heard before. But for me personally, that is one of the favourite matches I've had in WWE. That War Games and the match with Keegan and Cardiff, I'd say, are my top three in WWE. So this match means that much to me.
There's always a lot of eyes on takeovers. What was it like to be in such a big match on TakeOver Blackpool 2? Of course, in the place where NXT UK was born.
Yeah, like, there was a lot of expectations and maybe a little bit of doubt whether we were going to pull off what we wanted to pull off. But I can say I'm very happy with what we gave as performers in the ring.
And how has it been having this rivalry with two competitors that over the years you called friends? Of course, you and Piper Niven and Toni Storm go back years and years, and now you're in this rivalry in NXT UK. How's it been for you dealing with those two?
It's hard. I think it would be hard for all of us, but we all know that each one of us wants to be the best, and to be the best, you have to beat the best. It's an old cliche phrase, but if I'm the best, they have to do hard by beating.
How much pressure do you put on yourself to perform? Because of course, you are at the top of the NXT UK women's division. You carry that title around your waist. Is that added pressure for you every time you step into that ring?
I mean, yeah, but I can handle it. Like, I know what's expected of me, and I know that every time I walk in there, I'll deliver.
And I think it's starting to be proven now how much of a platform NXT UK is. Of course, the inaugural NXT UK Women's Champion Rhea Ripley. She has gone on to do big things. She was part of WrestleMania this year.
Yeah.
She took on Charlotte Flair. So for you and the rest of the NXT UK locker room, was a moment like that proof, of how quickly you can rise through the ranks, in WWE?
Yeah, like it is. Like it shows that if you're willing to try and you're willing to work hard, because we all know that Rhea has worked hard to be in the position that she's in right now. Like, and I don't know anyone that wouldn't want to step in a ring with her right now. You might get a bit beat up, but she's great to work with, and to be able to see that and know that that's possible for all of us. If you want to put the work in, then that's incredible.
Does it make you, as a champion, hungry to not only defend your title here in the UK, but to continue going over to the States and competing with new challenges?
Yeah, of course. Like my schedule before all this kind of happened, I was all over the place. I was here for a week, I'd be over in America, and it was back and forward, and I love that. Like I'm doing my job in as many places as possible, and I can't wait to get back to that.
That's amazing. Now we asked everyone who's watching this to send in questions for you. Now I've got one here for you. What is your dream match?
Oh, that's very difficult because there are so many right now that I would say I would love to step in the ring with. We've just said about me going to America. There's a few girls that I've worked with, some I haven't got to work with in singles, and whether that's an NXT or SmackDown or Raw, there is a lot, and I would hate to pinpoint it to just one right now, because if I say one, I'm just going to think of another and then another and another, because the girls right now are at an incredible level, and I just want to work with as many people as possible.
And let's talk about NXT UK. It's grown so quickly. I mean, it truly is the fastest growing brand in WWE. For you as a performer, what's it been like being part of this swell, this growth of a brand new brand?
Well, I was going to say I was fortunate to see it before it was NXT, but I don't know if I would say I was fortunate to not be involved in it then. But I did get to see it before it became NXT, and then when it did become NXT, I seen that from the outside view, and it was great to see friends and colleagues work hard for something and get something that they deserve, and then to come in and be part of that and to help contribute to that is great for all of us, I feel.
Mm. Got another question coming in here for you from Rami Phoenix. Says, what's your favourite match in your career? Does one match stand out for you?
Mm, no, again, like there's so many. I've been fortunate that I've worked in a lot of different places in a lot of countries with a lot of opponents, and if you gave me a style, I could probably pick you a match from that kind of style. But I've gave you my three top WWE matches. I don't know if we should go outside of WWE just now, but yeah, those were my three.
Okay. I want to touch on War Games briefly, because that was a big moment for you. It took you over to the States and exposed you and our brand to people who perhaps hadn't seen it. How was that experience for you?
Um, well, I feel like I was in my element, to be honest. It's like you put me in a cage and I'll get excited. You put me in two cages, then yeah, it was just being able to play with so many ideas, and the talent that were in the match itself was the girls are great, and what we came up with, I'm super proud of. So yeah.
It was a great match. And let's talk about your NXT UK Women's Championship. You are now the longest reigning NXT UK Women's Champion. Congratulations on that. I know we spoke about that on the Scottish Roundtable. That reign is just continuing. It's just adding up right now. It's going to be a tough record.
I would quite like a defence, to be honest, be able to like back up the claim now. So as soon as we can get that done, I'll be ready to go.
I think we'd all like to see you back inside the squared circle as soon as possible. Do you recall how you felt when that title was yours, when you won it, when it was put around your waist, when you finally became a WWE champion?
Yeah, like watching it back, a bit of a tell for me. Like, I don't think I could believe it. And when I watch it back and the pinfall happens, there's almost a slump in me. And I think that's because in myself I was like, this didn't just happen. This really didn't just happen. Like, so it took a minute for it to kind of register, and then the belt gets handed to you, and it's kind of like, this is actually mine. And to say you've just been handed a WWE Championship is probably one of the coolest things in the world.
I can only imagine. A lot of champions sometimes talk about having to keep the belt with them the entire time. How do you feel about always, I know when you travel, that belt is always in your luggage, is always around your waist. Is there any point you've been like, oh, I just wish I could not have this belt around my waist? Or are you so proud to have it?
No, I'm proud as punch to have this. Like, I will pay any extra baggage fees I have to just to get the rest of the stuff away so that I can keep the belt with me. Like, that doesn't go anywhere without me, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Now, of course, tonight's episode of NXT UK, which is at 8 o'clock on the WWE Network here in the UK,
Mm-hmm.
that's 3 o'clock Eastern Time in the United States, is all about your rivalry. It's all about you, Piper Niven and Tony Storm. How excited are you to watch tonight and relive that feud, relive those memories?
It's going to give it a fresh look, I think. Like, we've watched this obviously all individually and on the build up, but to see all this build up and the matches that are going to come before the three-way, it's going to be a good watch, and I'm excited to see how it plays out.
This lockdown, it's been challenging for everyone, but some people are trying to find silver linings in it. I know I spoke to Jordan Devlin last week, and he was saying how it's helped in terms of him be able to heal nagging little injuries, because you guys work so hard. You're working every day, traveling hard, having matches, and also used it as reflection to think about what he wants to do moving forward. How have you been using this time?
Pretty much the same as what you said. Like, time to heal, which is good for all us wrestlers. Like, including injuries that I've had, which I've not had many in the past. This is the longest I've ever went without wrestling. So it's just kind of try to put your head to focus on working out, getting to a good point, and getting to heal up everything that we can and be fresh for going back.
So when we do see you back inside the squared circle, which we hope is soon, I know we're all itching. We are, the fans are, everybody wants to see you back inside the squared circle. What kind of Kaylee Ray are we going to see once you step back inside the ring?
Oh, I'm going to be relentless. This is months of just built up. Nobody will hit anybody. Stevie doesn't like it very much when I carry on, so it's just, yeah, I'm desperate to get back in, and God help anybody that's in the ring with me first.
And the NXT UK Women's Division, it's stacked. It's going from strength to strength. You haven't got to pick a name, because I know you'll keep things close to your chest. But do you see anyone right now that you consider a threat to you?
Every one of them. Every one of the girls are not just good, but they can be surprising when they want to be. And there is no one that I would say couldn't come at me. I'm not going to win, but they could try. So I keep my eye on every single one of them.
Look, Kaylee Ray, thank you for joining me. As I said, I can't wait to see you in person. I can't wait to see you in person. I can't wait to see you back inside the ring, and I can't wait to see you defend your title once again. And hey, continue to build up that record. It's a heck of a record you're setting right now.
Oh, thank you. I
Thanks so
will.
much, Kaylee. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Right, so now we're going to see if we can find Piper Niven. We're going to see if we can get Piper on this chat this time. There's a question for me. Where did I get my shirt? I think it's All Saints. I'm not sure. Thank you for that question. It's a snazzy shirt. I'm wearing this for Mr. Tom Phillips. I know Tom Phillips, if you're watching this, you're a big fan of my plethora of shirts and pot plants. Right, let's try and see if we can get Piper Niven on this. Okay, still trying. I'm still trying. Piper Niven. Maybe she's locked her account down. Maybe she's blocked me. I don't know. Okay. Hey, Piper, if you're watching, give me a request. Give me a request, Piper. See if I can find you on here. Where are we? Where are we? Is Piper Niven on here? We'll try one more time to find her. Okay, so obviously on this broadcast, Piper Niven is not here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to end this broadcast, but don't go anywhere. I'll be back. Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. I'm going to go and talk to the gremlins that are inside Instagram right now. I'm going to go and get them to dig up Piper Niven, bring her onto this broadcast. So thank you for watching. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to be back in just a few moments. Hopefully, fingers crossed, with Piper Niven.